brand new banger.
What is your hatred for John Cena?
Yo, when Hulk Hogan takes a rock bottom better than you, there's a problem. There's a problem. My man. All right, so give me the camera.
One rock bottom.
Yo, no, it's more than that. Show, give me the camera. I got the fucking camera. Kenny, I'm gonna have to do it for you. I'm gonna give you the whole spiel. He came out as a prototype. Whatever. You know, he slaps Kurt Angle. Ruthless aggression. I'm not into that. Whatever. He comes out as a rapper. I'm like, okay, all right, I could dig it. You know, he's from Boston, so that's a strike. You know, us New Yorkers, we don't fuck with Boston too much, but you know what? I'll look over that. He's doing his thing. Something original. Some I could, you know, there's something different. It's entertaining. Comes around, and my man has a choice between The Big Show, Kane, or Shawn Michaels. And he gives the most pussiest promo I've ever heard in my life. I will never forgive this. And he's on some, well, you know, I don't want to fight The Big Show because, you know, he's a huge guy. And, you know, you got the big red machine. Who wants to fight him? And Shawn Michaels is a legend. Fuck that, bro. You already beat all these motherfuckers already.
Her return on SmackDown.
Okay.
So I definitely read some rumors about that.
Because for whatever reason, and I don't know Cody's reason, you turn around and go back, and people are gonna be, you destroyed thrones, and you go back? We have been doing this shit for ages, and he still doesn't know how to take it right. Trust me. That's it. I got you. My man, he collapsed with the kick.
That's what I was doing. That's the way he didn't collapse during the sun. It was the kick.
He's not even in his fucking chair when he gets in this fucking thing. He's not even in his fucking chair.
Yeah, but he goes. Oh!
There he goes.
Both matches without the wrestlers were in the tape.
And on that note, everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood.
I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right. And I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hyped for this shit! That's right.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm bar, get the farm bar, get around with the bomb with the bomb bar.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's the Knuckleheads, Wrestling with Knuckleheads, a special pre-recorded video for y'all because we are on a top secret mission on tonight that we can't tell y'all about. We are not live. So Normal Guy, Taquan, Joseph, Anthony, everybody that comments in the section will see it later, but we will not be responding to y'all because we are not live. If you look at the ticket down there, I have to say it because I feel like y'all gonna be responding to us. And
they're still gonna keep messaging.
Yeah, how come you didn't see our message? We saw it. It's just after the show. We'll get back to you on that one.
Yeah.
But what's going on, Ray? Appreciate you able to make time for this special pre-recorded show.
It's all good. It's all good. We gotta be here because some secret things, some big things are happening. We said it for weeks. We've been saying big things are coming soon.
That's right. I feel like MVP. Big things popping, little things stopping. You know what I'm saying?
Go. So again, we're sorry we couldn't be live, but hey, big things are happening. We'll be live. That's Saturday after, so we'll be live eventually.
Yeah.
You'll see us eventually, guys.
Word. Yeah, with the toe in the show.
Yeah,
definitely.
I unfortunately will be playing the role of show being late on Saturday. Because I'll be coming back
Right?
from the show and making it right on time for the show.
Yeah, he requested us that we change it on Saturday so he could be late.
No, I didn't request it. Show
No,
requested to be on
yeah,
Saturday.
the
Now I'm
original
gonna be
show,
late.
not the interim show.
Yeah. Now the interim
Yeah.
show is gonna be late because I'll be getting home by the time we start. So
See, there you go. So once again, all the shows will be late. The show will start on time, but the show will be late.
yeah, basically, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, but
I'll
shit,
come
man.
pre-buzzed already because the venue has a nice bar, so I'll be able to drink and everything. So it's gonna be
That's
a good
it.
time.
Shit, just have a pina colada for me, a real man's drink.
Oh man, I gotta find out if they do have. I don't even know if they do. Last time I know they got margaritas and they got a drink called the Painkiller that I like. That's some passion fruit type shit that they make. That's not bad.
Okay.
So, I gotta see.
Yeah, shit. I'm telling you, I will never forget. I had the last time I had margaritas at this bar. We went after work. I swear to God, I had Robitussin on ice. I said,
So-
"Who the fuck?"
Yeah, that means that they're like it could be a multitude of things. One, the syrup they're using is fucked up, or they're just using all fake shit in it.
Yeah, and then they were saying, "Oh, there's something wrong with the mixers." Like, yeah, with a skunk fucking sprayed in the mixer. Like, you don't wash your shit.
Then it should be fine. Like, even if the mixer to make it ice is fucked up, it's still supposed to be tequila, simple syrup, all that.
Yeah,
It should be fine. So
Yeah,
what the fuck are you putting in the margarita that's making it taste like that?
for real. And I was like, you know what? That's why I put it in the tips of the day. If it tastes funny, don't finish it. I took like 4 sips. I said, no. Somebody else tasted like, nah, this does feel funny. I said, yo, give me a soda. Let me get a Pepsi. You can't fuck that up. And if you fuck that up, I'm walking out. Like, literally, if they would have gave me a Pepsi and it was fucked up, I'm walking out. I'm not paying for shit.
See, I should have done that because I drank a Pepsi like that once. You could tell like something was fucked with it. Like I guess he was either the machine was fucked or like
Yeah.
And I was like, I just drank it. I should have listened to the tip, man. I should have known.
Word.
See, that's why we have to have the tips of the day, yeah.
Word. I mean, now you know for the future.
There we go.
Don't never accept shit that tastes weird.
Facts.
That's why I don't eat vegan food or tofu or none of that shit. Fuck that.
Wait, you don't have tofu? You don't eat the food you make?
No, I have show food. Oh no, I have toast food, but not tofu because it's toe. It's not toe.
I had
It's
to
like
just
toe.
I had to
Yeah.
fuck with you there because
I
you
hear
said
you,
no
yeah.
tofu.
Yeah, see, you caught me because I was like, wait a minute.
See, this is
I don't
some shit Quan would say. So we gotta play off it now because unfortunately we don't got Taquan here.
I was gonna say I don't make no bitch ass food. Shit, I don't make hard jello and call it French fries. The fuck. But shit, man, yo, we had Money in the Bank on Saturday.
Yep.
And it was a surprisingly good show, and all the overseas shows have been good.
Yo, that London crowd. I'm jealous of that crowd. Like that crowd makes you love wrestling again.
Yeah.
Like that reaction, I was like, shit. Even if the match is bad, which none of the matches were, the crowd just makes it 10 times better.
Yeah.
Like they just make it alive. Like you want to work in front of a crowd like that. And this show was like that. The Puerto Rico show was like that. Like we need
Clash at the Castle.
We need shows like that where they've barely gotten an actual pay-per-view. We need more shows like that so we could just keep getting that kind of crowd.
Yeah. But listen, I'm honestly thinking it's Art London crowd, but it's also WWE going, we need to put a show on for these guys because it's been so long and yada yada yada. But when they're in the States, it's kind of like, well, fuck it. Let's just put on a Raw and call it Backlash.
And we had a little bit of this combo Monday, and I still feel like, can you blame WWE for knowing that no matter what they put out, a lot of times this crowd is already still going to be like, eh. Because they've given us great matches, and the crowd still sucks for it. Like, even the last, and again, we New Yorkers. I love New York. But even at the last show, they were at the Barclays Center. They gave us a few good matches. The crowd was dead. And the crowd just is like, oh, this is another WWE show. Because I feel like that's what we go in. That's what the American crowd goes in. It's like, oh, it's just another WWE show. I'm looking forward to this and this, but that's it. With these shows where they're not getting that on a frequent basis, they're going for the show. They're going for the experience. They're making the show even better with how they are.
Yeah.
They're not already going in looking to boo this just because they want to boo it. No. They're booing because they're booing the actual heels. That's what I love about international crowds. Because they still have that respect for it, that they're booing for the heels, cheering for the baby faces, cheering for good fucking spots, and just having fun with it.
Yeah.
Like, they're enjoying a show for what it is. And WWE knows we got to fucking make it the best show possible because they're going to fucking eat it up like crazy.
Yeah. And listen, WWE knows how to get the international crowd, the reach to the international crowd, because as opposed to AEW, the Forbidden Door thing, the crowd there was on its heels, but you still see some of those, like, you're more cheering for the AEW guys instead of for the New Japan guys, and you're singing this song when they come out, but it's almost like you know them off of YouTube.
And it was weird because that was a Canada crowd.
Yeah.
So you would think, but I also feel like for that show, maybe it's 50-50. Like 50 were actual Canadians. The rest were just probably people that flew in from the States, just knowing it's Forbidden Door. Like, I'm looking forward to Wembley.
I want to see how they handle
show, I feel like, is going to show us, again, international crowds love wrestling.
Yeah.
Like, you see how the actual Japanese crowds are. Like, Wrestle Kingdom, now that they're allowed to cheer again, you hear it. Like, this reaction to Eddie Kingston winning. That crowd fucking went nuts chanting for Eddie. Like, that's what I love. Getting moments like that the crowd just makes it 10 times better.
I hear you. And I am interested to see how AEW handles Wembley, because they're saying that they can't sell out Wembley, but I think they'll be able to.
I was going to say, I feel like the projected sales already, like what they're showing, they shouldn't have an issue once they announce the rest of the actual card to finish selling it out. Because I feel like they're basically, majority of it's gone already. Like, there's certain sections are still available, but it's like, once they actually announce matches, it's just going to be like Forbidden Door. The minute they confirmed Okada Danielson, that was it. The show was sold out.
There was only 2 matches that they needed to confirm. Everything else could have just been done on the show.
Yeah, just like with this, they need to do is announce something that's like, okay, Wembley's going to be there. People are going to be there because they know this is
Omega.
Honestly, I said it with Lay. The only match they could really do to sell that place out, do the trios match that everyone's waiting for.
Yeah.
Do the Elite versus CMFTR? Is that CMTR? Whatever they call themselves. The Punk and the Revival versus the Elite. Do that. And everyone will show up. If we had the money, we would fly over there to go see that.
Seriously, because like that's the story.
Yeah.
People are not stupid. They know what happened. If you don't know what happened backstage, then you're about a 7-month-old baby.
Yeah, like I think everyone by now knows the issue. Everyone knows what's going. They make fun of it in the video game. Like it's no. Everyone knows.
But the one thing I would say that if the WWE did Forbidden Door, that they would have done better was show off the Japanese wrestlers.
Yeah. I still don't get why though, because like even tonight they did it well. For Nick Wayne is debuting next week on Dynamite, and they did a nice video package to show who Nick Wayne is. I don't get why they can't do that more often. Like, they pick and choose who they do that with. It's like, don't expect the crowd to know everybody, because again, we kind of have to play that. Like, not every fan watching AEW is us, who's watched New Japan, has watched the Indies, is familiar with other territories. Like there are going to be fans that probably they started watching AEW because this guy from the WWE showed up, or they watched because this guy from Impact showed up, or their local indie guy showed up. That's it.
Yeah.
Not every fan knows everything. We're lucky. We're in New York, so we get a little bit of everything, so we know everything.
Yeah, and then you have those casual fans that are like, oh, this is supposed to be a super match, so I'm gonna watch because this guy's supposed to be the best. I'm gonna watch, but they still have no idea who it is. But when you have Mayweather versus anybody, people know who Mayweather are, but they don't know who Canelo is, or they don't know who Victor Ortiz is. And Showtime at the time puts out All Access, and they show you that thing, and you get to meet this guy. So, oh, this guy's a cool guy. I want him to beat the shit out of Mayweather. That's like the WWE does that whenever they have somebody like an international. If it would have been a dream match, they would have showed you why it's a dream match, and they would have made accolades. It would have almost been like Okada's coming here to win.
Yeah, and that's what they're supposed to do. Like this is the biggest proof. To go back to boxing, Mayweather versus Pacquiao. Everyone wanted that fight. But even just to make sure to be able to sell those extra pay-per-view buys, they did a whole fucking package just to show what this fight means.
Yep.
And it's two of the best at the time, two of the best fighters in the world. There's no need, but just to make sure. And that's what they had to do for this for Forbidden Door. Again, show us why a Danielson match versus Okada means something. Just in case. Because again, like we said, he's gotten to see Okada once, but he isn't as familiar with Okada. There's a lot more people like Show that, again, are casual wrestling fans that don't know the history of why people pop for the Rainmaker. The minute that once that little coin drop, that's it. They pop. Because I can imagine there's a bunch of people watching AEW like, who's this guy? Why are they popping for coin drops? Like,
and when he rings the arm and the camera zooms out, everybody's like, "What the fuck is going on?" But the Japanese fans are, "Oh, this is the biggest thing in the world!" You know, they know what it means, and that's something that you have to do. It's like, imagine if they were to bring the Godfather on AEW. People were like, "Oh, we're expecting everybody to know who the Godfather is," and the people who don't know, you can look it up. Where WWE probably would have been like, "Yo, listen, we got the Godfather," and they would have played a package of, it's time once again for everybody to come aboard the whole trick, something to make people like, "Oh shit, this thing was a pimp." Wait a minute, because
and that's what you're supposed to do to make sure you tie it all in. Because even just in case, just to recaps, just so you have something. So it's not just, let's hope you know who this is. It's like,
because the guys themselves showed off.
Yeah,
like in that Fatal 4-Way match with Orange Cassidy, Brian Garcia,
Shibata
Shibata, Jack Sabre Jr.
Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah, that's what I said. Listen, I got a strong accent. But he showed off. And if he was going to come every Wednesday night, people would be like, "Yo, that's the dude from the pay-per-view. This thing is nice." You know what I'm saying? But if they would have showed a package of him.
What's crazy is he's been with them for like the last month or so because he's been doing ROH. That's all they could. They have footage. Just show what he's been doing in ROH. People probably forgot Shibata is holding an ROH title right now. Show him winning the title. Show him doing the stuff he's been doing in ROH. Something. You have all this footage, and they do nothing with it.
Yeah. And I'm starting to think the Forbidden Door should be more accessible than just Japan. I know Japan has a problem with Mexico, but let's not get it twisted.
It's not that they have a problem with Mexico. It's just they have a problem, unfortunately, with AAA because of, and it's not even that they have the issue with AAA. It's CMLL has an issue with AAA, and New Japan is loyal to CMLL. But if everyone could just decide, let's make money,
Yeah.
imagine the matches we could have had. Because
Oh,
easily
yeah.
we could have had LIJ in full capacity. We should have had Andrade, Naito, and Rush all together.
Yep.
The fact that we couldn't do something like that, the fact that the Lucha Bros again couldn't do this show, it sucks because it's like, you know, the possibilities are out there. Like, don't get me wrong, the fact that this card compared to last year had a lot of the top players back in it, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm surprised we didn't see Jay White.
That was the one match that I still don't get why they didn't do. And more people are just telling me it would have gotten lost. But it's like, this is the show probably to do the Bullet Club versus Bullet Club match. Like, it makes sense to do it here.
Yeah.
They had this whole thing with Jay White getting kicked out. He's built up his new Bullet Club gold. Where's David Finlay? Where's this? Why is none of that being done?
Yeah, or you know, let Ricky Starks find a tag team partner and have him go against Bullet Club Gold.
Just something, but
yeah. But I mean, it's sad to say AEW builds up stars and does nothing with them, and WWE doesn't build up stars. Not as frequently, because I remember telling the Turnbuckle podcast, I know after this they're doing nothing with Ricky Starks. Give him the fucking title now, even if it's for 2 weeks. Give him the fucking title. Let him take it from MJF and let him come back, because it's like you're wasting him now. Wasted him.
That transition, Ricky. I've said it on here before, and I hate to have to say it again. Ricky was in the worst of luck being the challenger when they were transitioning into this new era of AEW. Because that's legit when it happened. It was like, so now we're going to go into the wrestling era and now entertainment era. And Ricky was right there. That was like, yeah, we need this match so we got eyes, but sorry.
Yeah, now you're gonna sit here and have a feud with the best in the world that's never gonna come to fruition.
I hope they do something with him, because there's so much potential with Ricky Starks, man. Like, Ricky legit could be their next guy there. Like, that's the one thing I'll give them. Them saying who the pillars were, the fact that Ricky isn't there is weird. Because I feel like Ricky is that guy. Like, Ricky's going to be the one that it's like, oh, we'll talk about this, but this guy was on that cusp that he's going to be there. I honestly, I see Ricky Starks as the AEW champion before Jungle Boy does.
Yeah, definitely. I was just about to say he surpassed Jungle Boy.
Yeah.
He may have he surpassed Jungle Boy by leaps and bounds, and he might have caught up to Darby Allin and MJF.
Yeah. And right now, I feel like that the conversation we just had, he could have beaten MJF and it would have been fine. Because MJF already had the heat. He was already good.
Yep.
He was in the position where he didn't even need the title anymore.
Yeah.
It was one of those where we just wanted to see it happen because we knew it was going to happen. But he didn't need the title. Ricky now needs that to solidify his spot.
Yep.
Because we already know Ricky's good. But when they put the title on him, we now know they know he's good.
Yeah, because MJF became a star without the title. He won the title, and for a while he was coasting, and then he picked it up. It was a lot of people saying they exposed him when they made him champion, but then he picked it up and he went back to where he normally is. I think Ricky would have took the ball and ran with that shit. Ricky was like the Rock.
Momentum. He would have had the momentum. I feel like MJF had the same thing like Adam Page. The chase was great, but the minute you give them the prize, now what?
Because they didn't know what now.
Yeah. So like MJF's another one. Like he had the great feud with Punk, but then now what?
Yeah.
Now he's champion. Now we have nothing. Now he's in a tag team tournament with Adam Cole.
Yeah,
which
and
the whole tournament is just to build to the match.
Yeah, that's stupid. But that's why I would have been like, yo, at least have Ricky Starks beat him. And it's almost like, yo, you got a big head once you won that title, bro. You changed the belt. You forgot where you came from. And then Ricky Starks becomes champion. He becomes a big star. And then you could have him cheat or whatever. And that could have been a 6-month fucking story right there.
Oh man, you want 6 months of AEW? I love the product, but that's something I feel like they also need to work on is their making stories a little longer. Give it time to breathe, because that's the issue. I feel like if they would have given that Ricky and MJF feud a little more to breathe, we would have seen probably a new champion. But how they rushed it and they gunned it to the match, it was known Ricky isn't winning. MJF just won the belt.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way. Like,
and everybody was like, yo, they should make this for the ring. And MJF doesn't need the ring. And no, it was for both.
Yeah, it was for both. If it would have been just for the ring, perfect. Let Ricky have the win. Yep. Then don't have them touch for a while. Have it be like MJF is pissed, do something. They've done it before. Have MJF do the, oh, you can't get to me till you do this, and space it out. It out. So that way months pass and then you could do the match again. Run it back and do the title match.
Yeah. But what do we know? We're just guys who watch wrestling our whole lives. But back to Money in the Bank, because we took a left turn, and that's what we do. We like NASCAR, but you know, Money in the Bank was good.
Oh man, that it's again, the crowd just. I have to keep going back to the crowd because the crowd made the show. That crowd from opening bell till the main was just on fire. Like that main, the crowd legit made Roman have to fucking react because he was like, wait, no, I gotta sit. Because they're saying, if you like, that was great. That little moment. Like, that's why
hate Roman stand up.
Like, at the end, that's why Roman knew I'm gonna have a hissy fit. Because the crowd's gonna buy into it.
Yep.
Like, but let's break into that first match because there's a lot to get into that first match.
The men's Money in the Bank match. Listen, they made a men's Money in the Bank match for Logan Paul to fight Ricochet.
Yep.
That would have been amazing if beforehand they led into the whole Royal Rumble bit. Because what they did the Rumble could have been, you know, a factor. Like in the beginning, like they look at each other on some, I remember you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, oh, you know, are they gonna do something crazy? And then now we build it. It's almost like, oh yeah, by the way, remember Ricochet and Logan Paul did something in the Rumble.
The spot should have been to make it like go there. They should have never touched till one spot like that could finally happen. Have it be like they're staring each other down, like, oh, you took my moment, and then everyone beats the crap out of both of them. Take Ricochet out, take Logan Paul out. They don't get to touch for a while. That could have been the great spot right there. And then have them try to be like, oh, we're going to go for it again? Here we go. And then cut them both off. Build that suspense. Because that's what that move was supposed to do, was like, this was their moment. And then they almost die.
Yeah.
Like, Logan definitely had some spots though. The splash on Damian Priest was cool. Him getting those 2 shots, it was like, okay, they're letting him do what he does. Like he's definitely athletic in there and he has the boxing background. But this showed and I'll stay on this. Logan is safe when he's comfortable in there. A spot like this that, again, in a ladder match, it's a risk. In any match, it's a risk. Sometimes you have to call an audible in order to protect yourself. Logan does not know how to do that in there.
Yeah.
And that Spanish Fly showed it.
Seriously. And listen, I don't think like he rolled out of it, and you saw it wasn't nothing too crazy. Oh, we got Kenny coming up in here. What's going on, Kenny?
Yo.
What up, playing?
Not much. I'm in the car, so I can't get on the.
It's so good. It's so good. We're talking about the ladder match for Money in the Bank.
Yeah, we just got to the Spanish Fly spot.
Yeah.
Oh, when Logan Paul almost broke his neck.
Yeah.
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 If only he would have broke his neck.
Right?
But Ricochet definitely tried to protect him as much as he could.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, before we even got on air, like you could tell Ricochet took the blunt of that spot. Like he made sure he went head first. He made sure to like, you're gonna roll on me. You're gonna land on me. But Logan didn't even extend a little bit where he could have to take some sort of a back bump.
Right. He couldn't because if you look at the replay back on it, his leg got caught on the rope.
Yeah.
But hey, man, this is where he finds out that the shit's not all bread and butter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did he need to be there? No.
No.
Could I'm not gonna lie. If I was put in this position, I would have did the same opportunity. I'm not mad at him for taking the opportunity, but like, my man didn't do anything that no one else could have done if they were in his place. You know what I'm saying? Like, Santos Escobar could have did the Spanish Fly with Ricochet. Damian Priest, I know he took the move, but he could have did the splash onto the ladder. Yo,
it would have just done the splash on the ladder. No one.
Yeah,
he would have.
Just fuck it. That's it. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
anyone could have had that last minute spot. Shit.
Yeah,
they could have done the Battle Royal. Have Montez win it.
He could have been. That would have been crazy.
Like, there's so many options, but again, I get why they want to. He's under a contract. I get it. They're gonna use him for the dates they have him, but it's like. It's hard to see him in a match like this where it's should be earned instead of just let's throw him in there. Like a Rumble spot, it's cool. It's whatever. Everyone can be in the Rumble. Drew Carey was in the Rumble at one point.
Yeah.
Like it's okay. But it's like something like this where it's like we know the risk. A ladder match isn't ballet. And then something like this happens. And now he's complaining about it. Like,
I mean, shit, that's what you wanted. But Super Shredder won, aka Damian Priest. My man came out looking like Super Shredder. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
That shit was hot though. I ain't gonna lie. That outfit was tough though.
It was fire.
You know that's about to be an elite. Like by next year, that's coming out as an elite.
For sure.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure it's gonna be an elite. It has to be.
Like,
yeah.
That's the first thing I thought of. Was like, this is gonna be a cool action figure.
Word.
And you know what's crazy to go back to Logan Paul is like now we're gonna get him again because he's gonna end up having a match at SummerSlam, which you could have easily just avoided all this. You could have still had your SummerSlam match. You could have used him for SummerSlam, and maybe have him and Ricochet go for like a qualifying match. Ricochet beats him somehow. He gets pissed off or whatever, and he could have cost Ricochet a shot at Money in the Bank. Like that you could have led to that.
Yeah,
but he could have interfered and stopped Ricochet from winning.
Exactly.
And it could have been on some what you did to me in the Rumble. I didn't appreciate type shit.
That would have been 10 times better. Have him do something like that, where again it doesn't take away from the match. It just okay. Now there's something to build off.
Yeah. Because you could have easily just said, you know what? Because if people would have asked, yo, why are they having Ricochet fight Logan Paul for a qualifying match for Money in the Bank? Oh yeah, that's right. Because they had that big spot at the Royal Rumble. You know what I mean? So he wants to try and get like a payback for that. You know what I mean? And then like Ricochet wins and throws it in his face and whatever. Like do some social media shit because Ricochet likes to be on social media. So that would have made sense if they would have done something social media wise with Ricochet because he loves being on social media and he be tweeting shit to random people at times.
Yeah.
But they had to have Logan Paul in there for some reason.
Yeah. It didn't bring it. It's not like it was gonna bring any eyes to the Royal Rumble, to the Money in the Bank match. You already had that already.
Yeah, the crowd was already gonna be there. They were already in it. They loved it. But again, I get the idea of it, but just the execution there doesn't make sense.
It was horrible.
But I guess we'll see what happens at SummerSlam.
Yeah. What was the next match? Was it Liv Morgan and Raquel versus Ronda and Shayna?
I think that was the follow-up,
Yeah, that was a follow-up, yeah. It was that crazy spot to another crazy spot. Because that turn.
when Shayna...
that didn't make any sense.
Yo, you know what though? It didn't need to. It didn't need to. When Shayna did, I was like, yes, Shayna is my new favorite wrestler. Thank you, Shayna.
That was that moment where Kenny's heart dropped because he was like,
"Yep,
points."
Yep. You love that shit because you just hate Ronda Rousey. I did not want that spot to happen at Money in the Bank. And if you was gonna do it at Money in the Bank, at least let it make some type of sense.
Yeah, this should have been. That's my only issue. I could have seen it happening. I have no problem with it happening, but there was no build to it. They were a cohesive unit for the longest now. They just won the belts at Mania with no issue. Like,
bro,
what happened? Why is there now all of a sudden we can't, like, I'm gonna choke you out. We can't stand each other. Like, wait, what?
I'm gonna say this, and Lay, this is pre-recorded, but I can hear you now watching this on tonight. We were right. Again, 100%. Because the first time they teamed up, I remember saying, this is going to bring Shayna Baszler down. Everybody's like, oh no, it's going to make Shayna Baszler. No. When Ronda Rousey opened her mouth, I'm sitting there going, wow. They're not even going to let Shayna Baszler speak. Like, this is horrible. This is making Shayna Baszler look stupid. And then Ronda Rousey, the fucking MMA champion, throwing that stupid ass kick that she can't keep balance of to Raquel and doing that whole, what do champions do with titles? Defend it. They just finished defending the title. And you're saying that they don't defend the title and they want. Every moment of that is a reason why Shayna Baszler should have beat up Ronda Rousey. She should have did it then. They've been building this story since the moment Ronda Rousey opened up her mouth. And y'all didn't see it, but I saw it. Because y'all all over here, oh, Ronda Rousey's the best. Yeah, she's going to make Shayna Baszler the best. Yeah. No, Shayna Baszler took a backseat to Ronda Rousey the minute Ronda Rousey stepped foot in the ring. She needed to beat her up at Money in the Bank. You should have got triple the points, Kenny, because Ronda Rousey got an ass kick.
Unfortunately, that's not how it works.
You tell the person that runs that fantasy shit that I need to speak to him.
Told about to get us kicked out of the fantasy league.
Word.
Gonna come with a bunch of complaints. Ronda Rousey should be disqualified from being in this.
Word.
Oh god. But again, it's I like the idea of it. The match is gonna be what it needs to be, a fucking just technical fight, but timing was just weird. Like, it just came out of, it's weird.
Yeah.
But now we find out why. Where it's like, oh yeah, so
yeah,
she's gone. So it makes sense.
But the thing about it is, but even in the match, it didn't make sense though, because they were winning, like they were dominant in the match, and it's not. And then she just went to like go hit Liv Morgan, and she gets hit by Shayna Baszler for like no reason.
That was another thing. How are you winning? And it's like, you know what I want to do right now? Cost us the match.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna do it live. Like I'm sitting there.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, listen, bro. To be honest with you, I completely agree with y'all. But because this is Ronda Rousey and she has that heat on her, I honestly, it's
There's no
acceptable.
sympathy.
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, if Rhea Ripley turns on Dominic Mysterio out of nowhere, I'll allow it. You don't need explanation for it. You live with the nigga. She works like Ronda Rousey annoys me the minute her fucking song starts. Someone needs to whoop her ass. Maybe she just didn't like the 27 smacks of the arm that she does before she starts flipping people. And Shayna was like, "Oh, this bitch, you do that shit one more time, I'm fucking you up." And she did it, and that's it. Yeah.
Maybe she's just not a fan of Majin Vegeta. That's all.
No, listen. That wasn't Majin Vegeta. That was someone who didn't know Dragon Ball Z just doing shit. That's another reason why she needed a big ass.
I don't know what to say.
Toe just got all the responses of like, nah, fuck that.
Yep.
Word. It needed to happen.
Okay.
It should have happened sooner. They should have got back together and she should have did it again.
Okay.
But now Ronda's out at SummerSlam, so praise be to Jesus.
I'm sure they'll have them two fight at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
That match has to happen at SummerSlam. Then Ronda's gone.
That match I'm actually excited for because I believe Shayna will probably be on some let loose. You ain't gonna hurt me. Let loose.
Yeah, that's gonna be the fight. They're gonna let them just. They're probably gonna do that match they do in NXT. The fucking their version of a UFC fight.
Yeah.
So
the Lions Den match. I don't give a fuck what Matt Riddle calls it. It's a Lion Den match.
Well, that's what it's supposed to be, but they called it something else. And
a fight pit shit.
Yeah.
Nah, it's a Lions Den.
But yeah, they'll do that at SummerSlam.
I mean, shit, they might as well.
Yeah, I mean, good. Detroit South.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy that Raquel is the champion.
Mm-hmm.
Raquel and Liv never lost it, and they've been having bad luck. And that woman's title, it's either it goes to everyone all the time, like that shit changes hands like the 24/7 championship, or no one ever defends it. So at least you have Raquel and Liv sitting there defending it, because you know damn well they ain't gonna get no title shots anytime soon.
I mark my words, they will lose those titles to Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
I wouldn't be mad at it either, even though I'm a big Raquel fan.
Me too.
Because I think you will get more out of it being on Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green.
Yeah, because they already got big heads, and imagine now they're champions.
Chelsea Green, I guarantee you right now that Chelsea Green has 6 months of material already set when she wins these titles.
Yeah. Definitely.
Those Karen videos are going to be funny.
What?
Oh, yeah.
It's like, do you see who I am right now? Do you see what I'm wearing?
Yep.
Like, yeah, that's going to be money.
She's going to be rocking that title like a fucking Gucci purse.
Oh, yeah.
And then Matt Cardona's never going to let us live it down, because then that's going to be another 100 posts on Twitter.
I have no words for that.
All
right,
so from that match, we go into Toe's favorite person wrestling.
Gunther? Yo.
Was that next, or was it?
Who was?
I think that was. Wait, was that?
I think it was. I think that was the next one.
I have like half of the fucking matches in this. website because this don't even have the women's shit.
Okay. I want to say that was next, or was it Cody and Dom?
No, it was Cody and Dom was after Gunther.
Okay, so let's just go into Gunther.
Yeah. Which, listen, I wasn't paying full attention to that match because when Broseph is on stage, I'm all right. Now I get to use the bathroom and all this other stuff. But I did get to see Gunther work the ankle, and he made him tap out. And I have to give credit to Matt Riddle because he did something that no one has ever done in the history of wrestling. He no-sold that shit the next day.
Yeah.
Yo,
But he knows so. But the thing about it is, he did it at the pay-per-view.
He no-sold the shit out of it until it was time to tap.
Because he got hurt. Was it on Raw?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he's been selling an injury this whole time.
If you're selling an injury, you are not walking to the ring skipping like there's nothing wrong. You're not getting on the top rope. Matter of fact, he didn't climb on the top rope. He jumped on the top rope, said what's up to the fans, jumped down, and then went to the middle of the ring, jumped into the ring, did another jump to kick off the fucking sandals, and then sat there and landed on his knees. The motherfucker looked like nothing was wrong with him. But then he had a bandage wrapped on his foot.
But then chops to it, forced him to tap immediately.
Yeah.
Like you just jumped around, landed on it, probably awkward as hell, and it's fine.
A bitch slap to your ankle. You're done.
Like, and then, you know what's sad is that the UK crowd is probably expecting the match they've seen before. Because this has happened, I want to say a good 5 or 6 times at Progress. Yeah. And every single time they got better and better and better. And this match was just like.
But they need to realize that those matches that we got back in the day are not the same way we're going to get it now, for the simple fact that it's a WWE product. That's just like when everybody was hyped for Nakamura versus AJ Styles at WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, I can't wait for this shit because if you're going to give us the same thing in New Japan, and then we got it, and we was like, yo, what is this?
Psych!
That was the biggest psych we ever got.
Yeah. The only match that I would say that we got that was the same way that you seen it on the indies was Ricochet and Adam Cole.
Yes. Yeah. That was in NXT.
Yeah.
See, but that's the thing. I think NXT gets away with it because they still treat it like an indie with a huge budget. Because Gunther had a great match with Dragunov that felt like the match they had in Progress.
Yeah.
But the minute they get to the main roster,
poof.
Yeah.
We forget. I don't know you. You don't know me.
Because it's more about getting to the spot at the time than doing the match.
Yeah.
But
Gunther wins. He retains his title.
He's everybody's Broseph, except for mine.
Hey,
my man knows the shit out of it.
So that was great.
Who? What?
That Drew's back, so that was great.
Yeah.
That's what mattered out of that match.
Yo, Drew came back, and I was like, finally, someone that looks like they could take on Gunther is gonna take on Gunther, and I'm expecting a fucking brawl between these guys. I'm expecting Sheamus versus Gunther, and then Drew came out on Raw, and I was like, I'm done with him. We had a long run, Drew, but I am officially done with you. I don't want to see you no more. You should have went to AEW.
I want to see Drew kill it and get that IC title. Just for him to tap out the Solo Sequoia.
The problem is, Kenny, you're not gonna see Drew fight Gunther.
We are.
You're gonna see Hulk Hogan versus Gunther at SummerSlam. because that's
Either
all
way-
I fucking see
Either
with
way,
Drew McIntyre.
Either way, he's losing the title.
I hear you, but this man
Eat your vitamins, say your prayers,
and swing a sword.
And Claymore. 3,
Yeah.
2.
Count. To take your vitamins, count down to 3.
Claymore.
Yeah, but yeah, if they kept him off screen until SummerSlam, that'd be perfect for me.
Nah, you can't.
Nah, you had to get that pop. The reaction for the UK
No, I'm
crowd,
saying from now on, leave him off screen. We don't need him no more. Let him be Zeus. He only comes to battle with the tough guys.
that's hard for them to do because they like to spread it out. Like they like to. I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Yeah, exactly.
I was still surprised it was him over Randy because I had a feeling it was gonna be Randy.
Nah, Randy's done. He's retired. Let's just call it what it is.
I kind of hope so, just for the fact of I don't want the guy ending up in a wheelchair if he doesn't have to this early in his life. Like a back injury is no joke. Like
Yeah.
so.
Boys, I gotta go. Just want to
All right.
stop in.
Well,
good,
this
bro.
wasn't supposed to be a 3-hour podcast anyway. Can you take it forever answering the questions? I'm fuck with you.
You know what? I can go fuck yourself. By the way, the new rounds of fantasy has started, and my team is looking all right there. We got a lot of big matches this week. This week is a good week for me. You know what I mean?
There you go. Let's
you know what, Bray? Can you answer a question really quickly?
What's up?
So everyone individually gets a point, right?
Yeah.
So like Adam Cole and MJF are a team right now, but they're not considered a tag team.
No, you're
So
getting points.
They would get individual points.
Yep.
So they won in the tournament, so that's 50 and 50, right?
Yeah.
I love it because both of them won tonight. Guess what? Orange Cassidy won 50.
Oh.
MJF won 50. Adam Cole won 50. That's 150 points right there. Seth Rollins won his match on Monday. That's 10, right?
Well, that was a title match.
Yeah.
So I was 30.
Yeah, it's still 10 points. So they're 30.
Yeah.
Right? Athena's wrestling on Saturday.
50.
That's another 50. No, wait, she's fighting Willow on Saturday, so I don't know. It could be a possibility they might just say, you lost your title, New Japan, we might let you win this, let you move on to the next round of the tournament. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And then next week, Orange Cassidy, MJF, and Adam Cole are wrestling again to continue on in the tournament. So if they continue winning, more. I'm just trying to double up my points as much as I can. You know what I mean? So motherfuckers won't catch up. But I'm sure that everybody almost has the same exact team I have. So we just got to see how this goes.
50.
That's it.
Kenny's just enjoying right now with these wins.
Boom. 50.
Yeah.
That's all I want to see. Start calling me 50 Cent out this shit because it's just 50.
50. There you go. That's it.
Shit. All right, boys. Let me get out of here before I get fired.
All right, bro.
All good,
Thanks for coming on to our special pre-recorded show that we are not live, so we can't answer your comments to Quan and Anthony and everybody else that's commenting.
Yo, they probably going nuts right now. Even though it says it on the bottom, we're not
Yeah.
live right now.
Word.
But
We appreciate you commenting.
Oh shit.
Yeah, to Quan over here talking about
Well, Taquan can't read, so it's...
yeah. But I can see the comment that Taquan made. He goes, "Secretly, I do love Ray. He is my nigga."
Yo.
So I saw that, Taquan. You may have deleted it, but it's still on my chat.
All right, y'all.
All right,
bro. Peace.
Peace. Now we get into Dominic versus Cody Rhodes.
Now it's a one-on-one argument about Dom being money here. I will say this. I'm glad that the match was moved and it wasn't the main anymore. Because especially for what the match turned into,
Yeah.
we didn't need that spot. Like the match was okay. Dom definitely still was fine tuning, but the match wasn't like just Cody. I'll say that. It didn't feel like
Yeah.
Cody just carried him along the way. Like it felt like it
Yeah.
was an
But
okay match.
is it me or does it feel like Dom is regressing?
I think now we're starting to see they're letting Dom now be his own in a sense. Like Rhea was there, but I feel like they're letting him now like you have to work now. And now we're starting to see Dom like it's being exposed a little bit, sadly. Like now it's like we're seeing okay, Dom really needs to fine tune here if he wants to get into that main spot.
You see, this is where the whole Logan Paul Dominic issue that we had in a private chat comes up. Because I'm gonna be the first one to admit it. When Dominic had his first match with Seth Rollins, I was like, oh, Dominic did pretty good.
No.
But then he became a full-time student, full-time wrestler, and you could see, all right, this guy ain't nowhere near the way he was when he was wrestling Seth.
Well, that's where I'm saying now he's being you're an equal here.
Yeah. And
but during that match, he has his pops there. He has Seth. He has Buddy Murphy. There's a lot of things to play off where our focus isn't on Dom. We're focused on, oh, this spot was cool. This was good. Dom looks okay. Now it's like, no, now you're in there. The focus is on both of you.
Yeah.
There is no, we're just focused on little things that Dom's doing. Now it's, oh, so Dom he's still learning his way. But it's I still give it to him that he didn't just shit the bed either. But he definitely needs to I don't know what he needs to fine tune, but he needs to do something.
He needs more reps because that 619 is getting slower and slower.
I don't know why. Like your dad is Rey Mysterio. This should be the one move you should be able to do with your eyes closed.
Yeah. He needs more reps because it's looking like he's not getting enough reps. Like that shit looked like he was just learning how to do the move. You know, where he's like, go through it slow. Yeah, like go through it slow and then we'll pick up speed. And my man said, all right, wait, how do I do this? And then 25 minutes late, like Cody had a brawl with Brock Lesnar in the back, came back and put his head down. I was like, all right, now here goes his legs. I'm going to catch him. And that's how long it took for him to rotate on that fucking 619.
Yeah, it's I don't know. That's something where it's those little things that definitely show off more that it's like, ooh.
Yeah.
And again, it's hard to debate the argument we had in the chat, but it's also like I still give him it's harder to get used to the reps when you have this whole schedule like that compared to
I hear you, but listen, his heat is Rhea Ripley.
Oh yeah, his heat is the group, which this is where I'm hoping by the time he is fully alone, he's ready for it. Because if not, we're gonna have this conversation again of so now what with Dom? Like
the crazy shit is this is Latino heat in China all over again. But Rhea Ripley is taking the place of Eddie Guerrero.
And that's not what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Dom was supposed to be able to take this opportunity and flourish. Again, character-wise, Dom is doing great. Dom has heat. He's picking up his character. But if the ring work doesn't show, it's not good. Like Dom easily could have been a guy that's like, you know what? He could have beat Theory.
Yeah.
Right now, it doesn't fit.
Because he's supposed to be this fake gangster that been in jail, and that's cute and all that, but still act like the fake gangster. Like if I'm in the ring with Damian Priest, Finn Balor, and Rhea Ripley, I'm not scared of no one. Because it's like, oh, you got problems with me? Yo, mommy, he got problems with me. and then she steps up to him the same way that she always steps up to people because she protects Dom Dom. But when you're in the ring alone, that's when you could be like, no, this nigga's really a pussy. It's like, all right, now I'm gonna run because I don't have that protection on me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was just talking shit. No. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Because that's how most of these gangsters are. It's like, you play that, when my people's is here, you ain't gonna touch me. No. But you know, when I'm alone, like, wait a minute, I don't want no problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's
And
how you could have played
the easiest thing. It could have been the easiest, just little fix, so we have something. But
and where is the cheating at? Like, if you want to say Eddie is your father, and you have the tassels like Eddie Guerrero when he was in Mexico in the beginning of his career and all that other shit, and then he has the frog splash. Where's the cheating? Where's the whole no, boom, eye poke?
There's so many little things they need to, again, add to it, fine tune with it. Just something where it gives us a little more of a lenience with it.
Yeah.
They don't add it, or he doesn't know how to make it work yet. Because I can imagine they're like, do this, but it's him that has to be able to execute. That's the issue.
Yeah. And at this point, he should not be looking for his own character. He should be imitating. Because if you're gonna do Eddie Guerrero and China all over again, he should be doing a bad imitation of Eddie Guerrero. One, to piss off his father, and two, to piss off the crowd, because that's how you would get that heat. And it wouldn't be just because, you're with Rhea.
Yeah. The thing is with him, he already has his character already. He's already this like bastard son in a sense that is already disobeying his actual father. He's trying to do this, but he's doing it he's the rebellious kid. But what he should be doing is have the inspiration of Eddie, have the inspiration of his father, do little things where you see those different notions, and now this is done.
Yeah, because listen, if you're gonna be the bastard child, then you should be one of those people that Ray should watch you and be like, that's somebody I can't be proud of. And then be like, he's done it. You know what I'm saying? Because not for nothing, if I was gonna sit there and be somebody's son, like if my mom and me was in the wrestling and shit, and I was gonna play this whole shit of I gotta get heat and I'm gonna be that bad kid that my mom's gonna be, disappointed in, I'm gonna do that. Because you should know how to disappoint your parents. And if you start doing shit to disappoint your parents, everybody's gonna see that. But instead, he is Trish Stratus's husband. He's only getting booed because he's fucking Trish Stratus.
Yep.
He's only getting booed because he's chilling with Rhea.
Yep.
He's not gonna have these boos when he's not there by himself. Maybe for like a month or two, but that's it.
Yeah, it's not gonna come off. It's not gonna be on his own, and that's what he needs. Yeah. And I hope little by little we start seeing that where he's able to do that, because Rhea's not going to be able to be there forever. The group's not going to be there forever.
Yeah.
So
Rhea needs to grow on her own. Yeah. Rhea needs to grow on her own.
She's good enough that she doesn't even need the group. We see what she can do. She's already established something.
Yeah.
But Dom needs to get that before it's too late.
Yeah. But I do like Rhea with someone, because that gives the prelude to her interacting with the men, because she can act tough to Solo, but if she's acting tough to Selena Vega, it's like, damn, you're picking on her.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Little by little, they need to add that. Like, it's like I said on Monday, she needs to be given the chance to do that, because I feel like her style could work so much better with a dude in there. Like, she can work a guy and it's safe for her as well. But I think we're in a time now where they're so worried about that. And I feel like their investors are so worried about something like that, it's hard to put over.
That's true. But as much as me and, me and everybody on the Monday Night Raw, sexualize these women because they look good to us. I'm sorry. I'm a man, grown man. I see women. That's what happens. But they're wrestlers. Like Janai Kai says, they're wrestlers.
And we've seen it. We've seen matches where some of the best matches we've seen are, yes, a female competitor and a male competitor but pulling off a wrestling match because they're both wrestlers.
Yeah.
But again, hopefully one day we could see that again because we've seen some great matches when China was competing. One of the best 3-ways was Jericho, and like there's ways to do it. There's safe ways to do it, but hopefully we're able to see it again.
Sable versus Mark Merrill was some good fucking matches.
Yeah. So it's again just giving it time to flourish and actually doing something for the right reason. But we'll have to wait and see.
Listen, man, as much as like people want to say I hate these people, I really want Dominic Mysterio to succeed. I want these wrestlers to succeed. I just get mad where it's like, bro, I feel like you're either doing the bare minimum or you really don't give a shit. Like you're sitting there like, well, I got my spot. That's why I get mad when he starts smiling in the middle of a fucking pro. Like, yo, bro, either that's your thing or you just can't hold character. It's like you're trying to film a movie scene and my man just starts laughing at the line. It's like, bro, this is supposed to be serious. Your father just died. Why are you laughing? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what pisses me. It's like, bro, this doesn't seem like you're taking it serious.
And I don't think it's that. I don't think it's one of those where he's like, oh, I already have my spot. I think it's one of those where he needs to find that leverage of this is what makes me the heel. This is who I am in that ring. And he's still almost, it's like he's almost happy to be there still. He's still that kid that didn't expect to now be in that spot. Which again, it's understandable. But he needs to get into it. He needs to now notice you aren't just here. You're not just here for a minute. You're now here. You're a spot.
You've been there, done there, and got the t-shirt.
Yeah, it's like your dad isn't there anymore with you. Your dad's on another show. They made it, so it's like you're now on your own.
You're a peacock.
So
fly.
But
I mean, like that match was what it was. I didn't think of it having any importance, but having Cody Rhodes do something. But
again, it wasn't that. It showed something. It did what it needed to.
Yeah.
And now we go to Cody and Brock again. Which I guess that's where we're going because we saw the attack on Monday and Cody said, no, we ain't doing this again. Cody cutter.
Yeah. And every time Cody's going for the title, Brock's going to come out. I mean,
it's a good way to keep him away from that for now, especially if it's just going to be him going after Seth till, I guess, whenever they decide we're going to do the actual Romans. Yeah.
But
it's one of those, but
yeah. And then your boy comes out after Dominic and Cody.
The most random, again, I said in the chat, I popped when I just heard the trumpets. I'm like, okay, cool. We're getting a video package. Probably they're going to do a best of or something. Maybe he's coming out in Raw in 2 weeks because they love to do that. John Cena's coming. And then it's like, oh, wait, no. That's the crowd. Wait. Oh, okay. He's here. Okay. It was cool to see.
Yeah.
I like the idea of Xena being like, we're going to basically say Mania is coming to London, but we need you to make it pop about it. We need to make it realistic and give them the reaction. And it's like, okay, that's definitely going to show London can do Mania. The only thing is we're going to have to watch WrestleMania at 3:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah. I mean, it's 5 hours anyway. So the kickoff show is going to be at 12 in the afternoon.
Yep.
But who from London do you give the title shot to?
I don't think there is anyone British anymore that they could. That's probably a Drew from Scotland, a Gunther
Davey
from
D.H. Smith is coming back, confirmed.
Yeah, when they had him under contract and basically said, "Hey, we got nothing for you." Release.
Which is weird.
They had him under contract for 3 months and did nothing with him. I don't get how. How do you not find something to do with the British Bulldogs kid? Yeah. That makes no sense. But I guess, hey, sometimes it's just not in the in the cards, but what they did have in the cards was Grayson Waller getting a nice little rub there, because it definitely helped him promo wise. He did good in there, and then the little fight with Xena had worked. I know you didn't like Xena just becoming a Dragon Ball Z character and saying, "Gotcha, bitch." Like,
yeah, he never sells, so it's we used to it. He's the Fast and the Furious all over again.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't like Ready Player One either. But he did better than Austin Theory.
Yeah, but again, it's good because it got to play off that, and then we know now that feeds into on Friday. It's going to be him and Edge. He's probably going to bring that up. Edge is probably going to also hit him, and it just builds Waller. I feel like, if anything, maybe that's where Randy eventually comes back. He's going to be the next guest, and then it's Waller's just going to be on the train of getting beat up by legends. Like,
and this proves that Cena can't help you at all. He can't. The United States champion is on Velocity.
Yeah.
A show that doesn't exist anymore. He's on Velocity. Grayson Waller, Ready Player One now is there.
He's basically there because we barely see Theory anyway. But
Theory, retire.
It was a good run, bro.
Yeah, go to Japan and never speak of this shit again.
Speaking of Japan, though, the women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
Yes.
Io Shirai or Io Sky, sorry, killed it.
Yeah,
like that was great. Zoe, you know what's crazy? I went in saying Zoe's probably gonna win, and I did not mind Io going over, and the way she did it was. It was so funny, but it was like, it's not too cute, you know? Like, it was like this works. Like,
you know something? Trish Stratus was the top diva around the time when it was divas in her generation. And everybody want to say she can't wrestle. She was the most professional person in that match. Not saying that the women wasn't, but when she helped this girl transfer from one ladder to the other, and she posted up. You see her post up and all that other shit. I was like, yo, Trish Stratus is there for them.
Yeah. And that's what a vet is supposed to do. She knows her spot. Easily, she could have been like, I need a title run.
Yeah.
Easily, she could have been like, I need a title run. But no, she's working and doing what she needs to. And shit, she paid for it, sadly, because her nose got fucked. But hey, she's making sure they're the center stage. They're getting over. And Io going over in this was great. Because now you have someone that needs that opportunity, needs something like this to now elevate her to that next spot. Like, either way she goes. If she decides to cash it in on Asuka, cash it in on Rhea, there's something to be built there. That's going to be money.
Yeah.
Like, that match is good, though. That Code Red by Zelina was a little scary. Because, again, it was like, oh, no. Because every time I see something like that where it's the ladder right in between, I'm like, I could see it teeter. I'm always worried that shit's going to fucking go back.
Some like, Joey Mercury shit is about to happen. Yeah, that was, but
I still don't know what they were trying to do with that spot. To this day,
I don't know either.
I don't know what the spot was supposed to be. That just doesn't go.
Because like Matt Hardy just was holding his face there, and
it's like, what do you do in that spot? There's nothing that doesn't just. It's gonna fuck up your face. Like
you're getting smacked in the face by a ladder.
Yeah,
full
ladders
speed.
hurt. Like, it's
How
like that video we saw. It's like the video we saw with Finn. That's like, oh, it didn't. It was okay. It's not okay.
Yeah, blood everywhere.
Blood.
Yeah,
that video is still. That's how, every time we do something fucked up, it's like, oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
Doctor, it's not okay.
But I felt like, even though Io Shirai won the match, and I'm happy for her, but I felt like Trish Stratus and Bayley are showing that the women are still just as good as the men.
Oh,
because
of
every
course.
time I see Bailey in a specialty match, she's always doing something we never seen before. Have you
And-
ever seen someone go through the ladder to grab somebody that's climbing up?
Yeah. And
And
that's the thing though. They want to showcase, like you said earlier, they're wrestlers. Just because this is the female match, it shouldn't be treated any different than the match we saw earlier with the guys. Like they want to showcase that that's why they're superstars. They aren't divas anymore. This is just another match.
yeah,
And they're
Yeah.
showing it. Trish is still going strong. Again, we saw great females in there proving that they are wrestlers. They are some of the best to do it. And it was good. I can't pick apart anything that was like, oh, this could have been better. Like they did everything well. That spot at the end, like using the cuffs and making that like that little story of we're thinking, oh, Bailey's gonna take advantage of Io because Io doesn't think Bailey's would betray her like that. And then
Yep.
nope, I know your plan already. I'm taking
Yeah.
that briefcase.
and she climbs over Bailey.
The only thing I was like a little iffy about was they were both at the media scrum afterward, like still together. And it's like you guys like betrayed each other twice. Like
I mean,
No?
hey, all fair and love and war, man.
I guess hey, as long as they do something with it, build that
Yeah.
story a bit, maybe have that be a thing. Have
Yeah.
Bailey be like, oh, just give it to me. Like, it's okay. You had your moment at Money in the Bank. Now I need to be the champion. Whatever. They
Yeah.
could do that at SummerSlam. That wouldn't be a bad idea either.
Yeah, because think about it. Io Shirai holds the Money in the Bank and inadvertently tortures Bailey.
Yep.
Bailey's having these matches and all other shit, and she's like, "Oh no, she'll fight you." And it's like, wait a minute, when did I fucking become your servant? You know what I'm saying? And then Io Shirai wins the title, and now she's got a big head, and Bailey's with her, and Io Shirai versus Bailey,
There
and
you go.
Bailey's a face now. I mean,
I don't
especially if
think Bailey
Dakota
could be
Kai
the
comes
face.
back.
I don't think Bailey could be the face in that. Because it's Bailey now going twisted, like, I need it. I need it. I think
Well, I think Bailey's the face in my ways because she's being humiliated.
okay. So
You know-
okay, so it's actual humiliation,
Yeah.
not just her putting it in her mouth. Okay.
Yeah.
So
like
if it's
EO's,
in that scenario, then yeah, she's the
Yeah.
babyface.
like
'cause if
EO
not-
is getting big headed and shit. Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm thinking it's more like this is Bailey
No. Yeah.
just creating that scenario. Meanwhile, none of that's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, I could see that. That could work. I would like that again. That could be something where you build something up, and there's time there that there's no excuse of, oh, how does this make sense? Well, you just built this, like, but
Yep.
because again, there's only one story, and we're about to get into it that they've built perfectly.
Yeah.
They need to do more of that because this has been the best story.
Well, Yeah.
they've built.
But we're forgetting Finn Balor and Seth Rollins. If you wanna shotgun through it, that ending made no sense.
The only reason it's like I even though I forgot about it, it's like the match almost forgot about it. Like they started off well, the crowd was into it, but then if you're gonna tease the Priest thing already, do it full blown. Priest should have possibly caused Finn fully. Like what they did on Monday was great. But what they did at the pay-per-view of just like the accidental costing and all that,
Yeah.
and then Seth just wins randomly, it's like it felt like a horrible way to end something like this. Like the match
Yeah.
should have been so much better, especially with so much of the story they were telling, like how much this meant to Finn. And just to throw it away like that, that's why the match to me just fell flat. Like
Yeah.
this should have been the one match where it's like, if Seth's gonna win, have him win clean instead of fuck finish. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's one of those where that's why I was like, let's just go to the main because that match in between was like, Okay.
Because I think it would have been better if you would have had Finn win, and now Damian Priest is like, well, now we got an insurance plan. If you ever lose the title, I could cash in my shit, and the Judgment Day will be champion. And Finn be like, what do you mean I'm gonna lose the title? Like, have that little shit in him where it's like, don't worry about it. If you lose, I got you. I'm not
And
gonna
then
cash in. If you lose, I got you.
that's
And now
mental game.
he's messing with him and all other shit. Seth Rollins has his rematch or whatever, and then it's like Seth Rollins curb stomp. Damian Priest throws him out of the ring. I'm gonna cash in, and then Rollins hits him. It's like, yo, bro, you was gonna cash it on me? No. I was just trying to stop Rollins from beating you because you was about to lose. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna keep it in the family, keep it in the Judgment Day. I think that would have been awesome. Like you said, Rollins doesn't need the title, and even though Roman Reigns is not there all the time, I would rather Roman Reigns not be there all the time than Seth Rollins there all the time, just wearing the title and standing in the ring with the fucking fans singing his song.
Yeah, that's something where if you're not even gonna compete, then what's the point? It's the same thing as Roman.
Yeah,
Like it needs to mean something. This title needs something right now. This is the thing we've been saying that needs to become the world title. Right now, it just feels like a little bit above an IC title right now.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be that if it's supposed to be the equivalent of the undisputed title. But
yep.
It's I guess again, hopefully something for SummerSlam builds it, but right now it's a wait and see.
Yeah.
So
all right, there you go. That's the match.
Now it's time to get to the piece of the resistance here, the coup de grace, we got to go up the ones because that match from just start to finish just felt like this was what we expected. This was the storytelling match. Like only issue I had is not even with the match, it was just the gear. Usos need to wear something different.
Yeah.
That's my only nitpick of that match was Usos should have had a different set of gear because they all four looked like they were part of the same factions.
Yeah, they look like if the Lethal Lottery happened and it just so happened this is the match now.
Yeah, it's like, but outside of that, it's like they killed it. Like the little facials of everything, of Roman being frustrated with it, of them doing everything, of the low blow kick out.
Yep.
And the fact that they had to do a double spear was great.
Yo, and I loved when Roman was sitting there like, what the fuck? It almost looked like Roman was like, yo, I don't want to hurt you niggas. Like, why are you people don't understand this? I'm not here to hurt y'all. I'm supposed to protect y'all. I'm the tribal chief. And Solo's like, bro, get your ass up. Let's do this. And Roman's like, you gonna beat up your brother? Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Because
that to me is the craziest part about it. That's like, those are his brothers.
Yeah.
And he's willing to hurt them. And Roman's having that existential crisis of,
this ain't supposed
I don't want to hurt
like
them.
Yeah, this ain't supposed to be like this. Yeah.
And that's the best part because now it's like, it's real. It's that part of like, this is why this story is so great because the realism in it is legit. Like, this is a family feud. This is blood versus blood. This is something where it's like, shit, if you were in a thing like this for real, you don't want to hurt your family, but sometimes they put you in a scenario like that.
Yeah, this is what Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston tried to do at Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
When Eddie Kingston just stepped in front of the double super kick, it's like, for what? This is why I say they need someone to produce the story of the match. Like, this is
I want
what
to know
the
who
match
produced this one.
Yeah.
I want to know who was the producer for this match in the back that was like, this is what we're putting together. This is a great story.
Yeah, this was, I wouldn't be surprised if they did it themselves. Because this looked like, all right, Us, let's go out there and kill it.
Yeah.
We know what's happening.
Yeah, like and again, that's the best part of it is they know each other. They have no issue of like we're gonna go at it in there.
And Jimmy got his redemption when he didn't tap out to that crossface.
Yeah, and he didn't need his brother to be there. Like it was the perfect moment of like, nah. All we needed in the background was when a hero goes. Just that perfect, just like bro. There was so many little callbacks that I was like, this is great. This is what you need. The only thing that I was like a little bit off by that was now what do you do with the ending? Like that ending's about to have everything. Like even like you said it on Monday, the rock punch, the cell like and it's like everything, little details like that. The tributes to Umaga, everything. It was just like this story is just I don't know, man. I don't know what they're gonna do next.
They got the tribal court for the tribal chief.
Yeah.
And I hope they bring in the elders. I hope that they're doing this shit and be like, look at all this and the elders just pop up and go trial by combat, and we choose Solo, and it's Solo versus Roman because he's the only one right now that's still, in my opinion, bloodline. Roman is conflicted. The Usos are out.
Yeah.
Solo still, I do whatever it takes for the bloodline. I was told to protect you. I'm going to protect you.
And the best way to protect you is put you down.
Yeah.
If they do that, I'm all in. If they do something like that, I'm all in. Because right now, I can't see Solo and him yet. But if it's something like that it's like you have Alpha and Sika, like, nope, this is the way.
Yeah.
I'm all in. That's money.
Because this is the way I see it. It doesn't need to be for the championship. But they're probably going to do it. They're probably going to do it for the title. But this is the way I see it. Solo comes, he's fighting Roman, and Roman snaps. Roman becomes a wild Samoan and hurts Solo to the point where Jay's like, no, fuck this. You ain't gonna hurt my little brother. And now it's Jay versus Roman. Fuck the tribal chief. Fuck the head of the table. This is personal, my nigga. We're gonna end this shit now. And we can have a Samoan beef fight or whatever y'all want to do, like a Samoan death match.
Yeah.
Something where it's like, let's go.
We're ending that at the appropriate pay-per-view. Payback.
Yeah. There you go. You know what I'm saying? But like I think that's the way the story should end. Like,
yeah, that's when you make it that deep and personal that even in the promo, this isn't Jay versus Roman. This is Jonathan versus Joe. This is that match. This is we're fighting in there. This isn't a wrestling match. This is a fight, and that's how you end the story.
Yeah, because
everyone thinks be the end. Probably not.
No,
but that would be a great way to.
Yeah, that would be the end of part one.
Yeah,
yeah.
This is our
stage 5.
Yeah, this is the Infinity War right now. We're about to get the end game eventually, but we're almost there.
Because that's how you would get it, where it's like everyone thinks that Solo's Umaga, Roman's Umaga.
Yep.
Roman is that wild animal.
Yeah. And he has it in him. We've seen it. We see what he can do when he has the guillotine, when he puts on a cravat. The most simplest submission, but he makes it look crazy.
Yeah.
Because he has that twisted in him. But there just needs to be a reason. And in a match like this, a fight like this, it could come out.
There you go. And we gotta say, WWE, write the check.
Oh.
We already gave you the story, write the check.
Recorded episode. This is a recorded episode. Give us credit. This is where Taquan and everyone again. I hate that we're having this conversation on a recorded episode.
Yeah.
Because the comments are like, yo, I'm down for that. Yep. And they're agreeing with us or conflicting or giving us thoughts.
Yep.
We'll make sure about for Saturday, we'll have all the comments we'll reply individually for you guys.
Word. And yo, don't turn this shit into AEW versus WWE.
It's not. It's not. There's nothing that is. It's just wrestling wins with this.
Yeah.
Because all wrestling benefits when you're able to tell a story like this and enjoy it, and fans are able to have fun with it. There's no way not to.
Yeah, and the fact that they're different from each other also makes it refreshing. Because
and that's what you need, though. You can't if both products were the same. What's the point? Why have two different products? You need competition in a sense of conflicting ideas and styles. Not the companies. The companies aren't competing, but they're competing to keep you entertained.
Yeah.
They're competing. They're entertaining this way. They're entertaining this way. We're trying to see what works. But the two companies aren't competing for, our brand is better. They're different brands.
Just like Dave Meltzer wants to compete. He wants to compare the WWE style and the Japan style. Japan has the Japan audience to entertain, and WWE has the American audience to entertain, and they get entertained by two different things.
And like I said in the chat,
yeah.
When Dave Meltzer puts on a 5-star match, maybe then he can talk a little more.
Word.
That's all I'm gonna say about that, because I don't want to get blocked.
Hey, listen, you can block me. I don't give a fuck. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it is your friendly neighborhood knuckleheads signing out. Once again, we are not live. This is a pre-recorded episode. So
somehow they're still not going to know this wasn't live. They're still going to come to us, but we'll be live, like we said, Saturday. Come back. We'll be here. Right. Shows are going to be late. Toad's going to be here.
Yeah.
The show's going to be on time, but the show's going to be late. But we'll be here.
And if you really want to engage, get us to 1,000 followers on this shit and go watch my tips of the day. Your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out. Peace, everybody.